All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Here we go. So I'm glad y'all came out this morning, which is now turned into this afternoon. So what we're going to do, so you have the format of the day today, is I'm going to start with, and I'll talk about this in a second, but it's an actor's exercise. Some of you have done it, some of you are new and haven't, but it'll make sense in a minute. So we're going to start with the exercise. Once we are done with that, and the exercise is about keeping it real. And we'll go through that in a second. But we're going to do the exercise, and then after the exercise, Amy is in the back, our manager from Los Angeles with Point Entertainment. After that, what we're going to do is she's going to come up. We're going to do a Q&A with her. So, get all your questions ready, and we'll go through that. We'll do the Q&A. At that time, what Amy's going to do is she'll be back at her desk, and we're going to start down at this end, and you will just go and meet with Amy, do your audition for her. She'll talk about your headshot and resume. She'll go over that with you. When you're done, you'll come back to your seat, and then the next person will go, so it doesn't interrupt the room. Because while that is going on, I'm going to give you sides at that time. And so while you're doing that with Amy, when you come back, you're going to come up and read with me again. It's going to be real sides. I've got the film Suspicion. I just finished casting sides from that, Racetrack, which is coming out hopefully in 2011. We're working on that. And some other sides that I'll give you that we'll go through and do. So that'll be the day. And then, of course, we're going to do the mixer afterwards. One thing, we talked about the mixer tonight being from 8 to 10. Since we're going to wrap at 6 and it's just down the street, kind of by a vote, is everybody okay if maybe when we wrap we just go down there and share a drink and we have more time to chat with Amy and myself, and is that okay? Yeah. Does that work for everybody this morning? Yeah. And who plans on, just so I know, who plans on heading over there afterwards too? So pretty much everybody, okay, awesome. Just ready to call them and say, we're going to be there 2 hours early. We made happy hour, no, I'm kidding. But yeah, but I thought, why wait? Round of drinks. So anyway, so we'll do that. We'll work it out that way. Okay, so we're going to get right to it. So this is the exercise. One thing that I find as a casting director, the toughest thing for actors to do when they come into the room is to keep it real. Keep the energy up, but keep it real. I love actors, they're amazing, and they want to come in, they want to just give us their all. And sometimes by giving us your all, you really wind up pushing your acting, or what's been known as, or called as overacting. So you don't want to come in and overact, but you want that energy, the energy that you have when you're overacting. We want that energy, but we want you to talk just like I'm talking to you now. Very natural, very real, but lots of energy. The energy is so important. So what this exercise does is it makes you forget about the words on the script. When you have a script, what actors do is they'll see words on the page, and it's like, oh, I need to pop that word. That's got to be really an important word. And they will, but they'll do it on the read, and it's just weird. It doesn't come out right. I'm sure you all know what I'm saying, or I'll just say, what's a famous line that you can think of that has lots of guts to it? What's the one from Few Good Men, Jack Nicholson? You can't handle the truth. There's so many ways to do that, but if you saw that in the script, you would just explode with this possible pushing energy without just being angry, and you can't handle the truth because there's some guts there. You'll see, like on the sides here, the scene is A says, watch it, B, goes, watch it, what? You know why? Oh, because, yeah, There's no guts to this dialogue, okay? That's because you have to bring the guts to the dialogue. So in other words, what you're doing as an actor is going to show me you can act, because the words really don't matter. It's what you do with them that counts. So it's just a very simplified way of doing that. So what you're going to do is I'm going to pair you up. I just want you to do one of these. Just pick one. You're not going to do all four. Someone's going to be A, and someone's going to be B. You'll decide between yourself. What you have to decide is who you are, who's your character, who are you, where you are, and what is the situation going on between you. It doesn't have to be a problem, but it's got to be a situation. You're dating, you're fighting, I don't care. But know who you are, where you are, and what the situation is. When you come up and do it for me, I don't want you to tell me what it is. By doing the scene, I should know exactly what's going on. And if I don't, then you didn't do your job. That being said, I will redirect you if it's like, I didn't get it. I should get it. But if I don't, then I'll let you know. Or if, you know, and then all the other stuff. If you're pushing it, you know, if it's great, you know, it could be awesome. If it's awesome, what I'm going to do is say, that's awesome, but I'm going to redirect you and give you something completely different, because I need to know you can take direction. Some actors can nail an audition, but then that's all they can do, right? Because that can happen too. So as a casting director, it's my job to make sure you are an awesome actor that can take direction, because that's what my director's looking for, right? So it's all those things. So this is a really good exercise to help you as an actor learn that. And this is something you can create for yourself at home. Just write words and find someone to work with you. And they don't even have to be an actor. If you got a, you know, parent, sibling, you know, spouse, whatever, it doesn't matter, because most of your readers can't act, right? And you've had that when you're reading, you've been like, yeah, hi, how are you? And you have to be this high energy person. So it doesn't matter who you're with, as long as you're doing your part, you know, and sometimes that might even be better if you have a reader that's not giving you anything when you're practicing at home, right? Because you're going to get that in an audition room too at times. It's really important to take the moment before, set your scene, give us a feel of where you are, who you are, what you're doing without saying a word. Get into your scene, do your scene, then take the moment after. So many actors will say the last line, say it's "see you later, Sam." They'll be "see you later, Sam." To the casting directors, you know, you shock us. So take that moment after, absorb the moment. Either we will cut the scene or you can cut it yourself, but let us know that the scene's complete. So have your beginning, middle, and end. Remember, when you're on camera, when we're shooting you, a lot of times it's not when you're talking, right? It's all about the reaction. You're hearing the voiceover of the other actor, but the camera's on you and we want to see how you're reacting. Really, really big in comedy and sitcom. If you watch sitcom, tons of it is the reaction of the face. Think of Steve, you know, Cornell on The Office, or all those guys, John Krasinski. A lot of times they say something and it's shooted. They, you know, they look right into the camera and they're giving this look. That's where we're laughing and nobody's saying a word. So it's just really important to get that moment before and after. And then we've got 2 chairs here. You can use them, not use them, doesn't matter to me. Use the space. So just use the space up as much as you would like. And then, just because we do have the camera rolling, he will be going around with the handheld and shooting you guys. If you're on set, obviously this would have to happen, where you have a camera in front of you, so it's actually a very good experience for you as well that way. Getting used to ignoring a camera and doing your scene, because that's obviously important when you get on set.